Mr. John Trainor is the son and brother of public. All right, there's your school, Mr. Trainor. They're back there. All right. He is the son and brother of public school educators. He attended public school his entire life, just like me. He has 3 sons, and all of them attended the Fulton Science Academy Charter School. I see them back there. I see their banner. They're actually, if you see their banner, they're a blue ribbon school. All right. He has 1 son who is a freshman at a private Catholic school, and 2 of them are currently attending FSA. And he is going to share his story about the impact school choice has had on his family. Mr. John Trainor.
Now, Rashawn, I am light-skinned as well. I am not skinny. Probably the closest you're going to get is maybe I'm a little bit like Newt Gingrich when it comes to looks. So you'll have to forgive me on that. So I am here because I was asked by Miss Dion, who I can see out there, if I had known how big this would be, I would have been doing something else right now. This is crazy. What a huge crowd. I'm here to talk about my personal experience. Many people will talk about why it's a good thing, but I'm talking about my personal experience because after all, other than a haircut, what is more personal than education? It's the only thing that we can truly give our kids that they will have the rest of their lives, and it's vital that we get it right. My children mean a great deal to me, and that's why we looked for options. My personal story that I'm going to share, I've got 3 boys. One of them is out there if he remembered to turn in his permission slip. And my oldest son, Jack, who now goes to a private school, when he was in elementary school, good elementary school, great scores, he was picked on. He was punched in the face on the bus. It was not a good time. Now, this is a big kid. He's a freshman now. He's 6'2", 220, big kid, but he was still picked on. And it wasn't the right environment for him. He didn't enjoy going to school. And we saw this place, it's Fulton Science Academy. If you don't know, it's in an old warehouse. It's not the nicest place to send your kid when you look at the building. And it was a risk. We had no idea. We heard it was hard, and it is hard. At least that's my kids say. And we didn't know what was going to happen. So we sent Jack there, just taking that risk for our children. And I can't tell you how amazing that having that choice was for us. That school, Fulton Science Academy, they come into your home, they learn about you. We've probably had 20 or 30 teachers over the past 3 years in our house learning about us, the trainers. They care so much about the kids. I am amazed at the time that those teachers and administrators put in. They are always there, always working hard. They have high standards. They maintain those standards. Their academic standards, their character standards, their standards about having fun. That's a great group of kids back there, and they have fun. And through those years, those 3 years where Jack matured, they didn't do what the other school had done. They didn't look at him as just another kid. They looked at what Jack was good at, and they pulled those things out of him. He's not very good at math, but he's really good at communicating. He's really good at social studies. They put him in Model UN. Next thing you know, he's on a team winning the state championship for Model UN for Fulton Science Academy. They taught him a foreign language. He became fluent in a foreign language and actually got to win in international competition, in the first American in 9 years to do that in a foreign language. I have no idea how he's going to use Turkish. But you know what? You know what? If he uses Turkish to bring peace to the Middle East, wasn't this great school choice? Wasn't it incredible? And you know what? He now thinks he can do that because he's been best in the world on something, and it was because of the time and energy. It wasn't easy. It was the time and energy that school put in. So I've got 3 boys, and I've talked a lot about Jack. He emerged doing absolutely great. My middle son, William, who's out there, like I said, William was in special ed all the way up through 3rd grade. Speech issues, he is not the orator. But man, he's going to be one heck of a great computer programmer one day. He is awesome at math, he's awesome at science, but when you hear him, he's not an eloquent speaker. So he was discounted throughout his elementary school career. And nobody really put a lot into him. Well, They already knew William at Fulton Science Academy because they had been to our home and they spent time learning about Jack's brother. And when he came in, they made him kick butt. He has been accepted into Duke Tip based on his testing. This is a kid that in 3rd grade was in special ed, okay? He gets straight A's in math. He gets straight A's in science, social studies. Let's not talk about language arts. But it's the fact that they didn't treat him like Jack, and thank goodness they didn't, because they're different, and school choice is all about those differences. Choice fuels innovation. I'm in an innovative field, and choice fuels innovation. This is a city of innovation. We need to keep our choice, and we're not there yet as a state. I don't know what's going to happen to Philip, but I see great stuff. That's my youngest son. I see great stuff happening with him, and it's too early. But I'm a little bit worried. The Fulton County Board of Education has given Fulton Science Academy a really hard time and tried to shut him down. They're working to become a state charter, and I'm sure it'll happen. And if it doesn't, it'll be the worst thing that's happened in education that I've ever seen here. And they did it because our state needs to do better when it comes to our legislation for school choice. They are in direct conflict of interest. They've got a competing school that they decide whether or not they're open. That doesn't make any sense. We need to strengthen our state charters. We need to improve what we do with choice so that not only do I have an awesome personal experience of my 3 sons that now have an education that they're going to be able to use the rest of their life, but every kid in Atlanta, in Georgia, has that experience and that ability to move forward. The one thing I'll leave with that I think is the coolest thing about school choice, unlike every other political issue that's going to be on these steps in the next month, school choice, if you look around, is the only issue that doesn't see politics, it doesn't see race, it doesn't see gender. All it sees is the success of our children, and that's the success of our future. Please support school choice. Thank you.